Plan to attend Minter Fab Go and Show, sponsored by Cascade Licensing, September 28th at Lower Natchez Community Park.
Guys, got Berta in the shop here. As you can see down here, it's missing a prop shaft. The Driveline decided to come out of it a couple months ago. Sorry, probably a month ago now. And that's why I really haven't been doing much with it. Kind of driven around a little bit in front wheel drive with the twin stick. I can kick the front end in and the rear end out, but the Driveline's done now, so I'm going to pull the case out, and this one is now going to become my mock-up case for building transfer case cross members and stuff for these. There has always been a little vibration in this thing on D-cell, real low speeds, and the back of the case has quite a bit of play in it. We've rebuilt it, we've resealed it, we've had it apart a couple times. Not exactly sure if it's the shaft or if that rear retainer that holds all the shaft in is loose, has some play in that where the bearing sits. So it's going to be a designated mock-up case, and then I've got another one outside that we've pressure washed and cleaned all up. I'll paint up and reseal and put back in here. So let's get this thing out of here. Don't remember being this difficult putting it in. Oh, there it goes. It's literally like a quarter of a turn and that sucker will come loose. In case you were wondering, those are really light. Woo! All right, guys, we got a mess going on now. There's transfer cases everywhere. But we're pulling out the shift forks, not shift forks, sorry, the shift rails out of this one because they're stock, as you can see here. They're not ground on. I'm gonna put them back in that case for now, but this is the one out of my 205 out of Berta. And as you can see, they've been slightly modified. It's hard to see here in the light. You can see how much longer the shift slots are. This is factory, this has been ground on, factory, ground on. Now this allows me to put the transfer case in two-wheel drive low, front or rear, or four-wheel drive low, both in neutral, or you can go four-wheel drive high, front or rear, or both. So we'll go ahead and slide this in here. The shift rail, the shift forks right here. So we gotta push that pin back in there. That just now fell out. So we'll get that pushed back in, get the bearing slid back in it, and then we'll put this output on it, because this is a 1350 output off like a newer Ford pickup. It's way bigger than the 1330 that was on there. So not way bigger, but it's definitely a bigger joint. So let's get her put back together. Way too late last night finishing this thing, but I got the case in it as you saw there. Everything's all buttoned up. Now we just got to get the drive lines in it. Just went and picked up this rear shaft from our buddies at Joe Ritchie's machine shop. 1350, 1330 Ford. That one slid right in. Now we can ride the struggle bus here and get the front one in. So, scratch mark on there. Just to line them back up. Kind of marked them. Yep. Marked it before I took it apart so I knew where they went. Oh, no, those are clear up here now. Man, I need a new creeper. Really bad. This thing was ran over years ago and I've never replaced this. Hopefully this was, one, worth it because it stops the shaking this thing has had, and two, it stops leaking. I hate oil leaks. And this transfer case always leaked out the rear output. I had rebuilt it not too long after we put the Bronco together, not this case, but the one I took out, and it still had a little vibration to it, and always leaked. I mean, it was all new bearings, seals, everything, and it's still vibrated, still leaked. So hopefully this fixes it. The inside of this case looked really good, and there is no wiggle at all on this output. And even after I put new bearings in it the last time, it still had some wiggle in it, up and down. So I don't know if the case, the back part of the case that comes off that holds that rear bearing was like egged out or something. It's very possible. I mean, I'm sure this thing didn't lead an easy life before I got it, and then it's had some driveline issues since then. So I think that was probably part of the reason I didn't get a rear driveline with this. I think this probably happened once before, and yeah. Well, let me get these last couple bolts in here, guys, and we'll put some oil in it, take it for a test drive. little bit in the shop. Now we're gonna take this thing for a test drive. We'll see what happens here in a second. Already feels better. Oh, same vibration. No idea. I would say it's worse. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna take it back, make a loop, take it back, and check everything, make sure it's tight. So I'll let you know. Got a half-empty shop. Got Berta out. Took her for about 180-mile drive today, actually. We traced the path that we're going to do on our car show drive in a couple weeks. Make sure the road was all good. It's a nice drive. Nice drive. Did good, other than that vibration still being there down low. So now I'm beginning to think, like I was talking to my Driveline guy, it's a pinion ankle thing, and when you let off the gas, the pinion's pitching enough, and we're picking up a little bit of a vibration. So we're going to do some experimenting with that, get that figured out. I'm going to finish up, hopefully tomorrow, get the condenser mounted the rest of the way for this guy, get the grill put in it. I'm gonna get some emblems ordered. The owner wanted to put all the factory emblems back on this thing, and I just can't do it. Ugh. That one's not horrible. This one, on the other hand, I can't do it. No way, Jose. So I actually ordered a set of these in black, and we got a set of 2022 horses for this, the Broncos. They look way cool. And then we got, I think it used to say V6 here, so I got the old school Ford V8 emblem for that. So we're gonna get those coming. I gotta get some window track seals in this, and then we're gonna go from there. So get this buttoned up and get it on the road to home. So we'll keep trucking, guys. Come back again. Until next time, keep building awesome stuff. Later.